What is sort of your future vision around what biohacking looks like for new markets, new emerging markets, and how you would create some kind of an exponential effect on that?
So I would say the whole world of longevity is where flow was in 1865. We have a long way to go. It's a new field. Therefore, it will require a lot more convincing. It will also require a lot of effort from scientists, which they are doing. If you listen to the podcast of Dr. Morgan Levine or Rhonda Patrick or David Sinclair and Andrew Huberman, they are doing their bit. Now Stephen is doing his bit. We are, I think, going through an education phase. The world, I think, is looking for a magic pill that I can pop. That pill is there. It will come in the next 7 to 10 years time. The work that is happening on rapamycin, all of that will come. But we have to be alive. And when I do my talks on longevity, I tell them, the first thing you need to do is ensure that you don't kill yourself, right? And there are four major killers: heart attacks, cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's. So first do something that you will not get all four. And that all four not getting starts with the three things that we spoke about. Science is doing its bit, whether it's organ transplant, whether it's stem cell research, whether it's CRISPR, whether it's gene editing, whether it's pills. But you will have to be alive till then, right? But as of now, what Stephen Kotler is doing for flow, where are you with flow? I would say you have miles to go before you sleep, right? That's where the world of longevity is. It's probably even younger than the field of flow. There is a lot of work ahead of all of us. And like flow, there will be believers and there will be non-believers. And you will never be able to make the entire world believe. But even if we are able to make that 5% believe, I think the ripple effect of that, the compound effect of that 5%, making the other 5% believe, will be even more important. So I guess all of us currently have to lay the foundation. We are all playing a role to kind of dig the ground deep, ensure that the foundation is strong. But the real impact of whether it is flow or longevity will be felt by my kids. And the even bigger impact of that will be found by my grandkids. But it has to start somewhere, right? If somebody did not discover paper, he would not have had Amazon, right? Because Amazon would not have been able to move the parcels. I think we are doing that work of laying the factory that will start building paper. Amazon will happen after 50, 80, 100 years. So still a long way to go. But education, in my view, is the most important piece.
So beyond the daily habits that you have now, what would be the first sort of personal investment, whether it's time or resources, into a new technology or a new mechanism or a new whatever energy pathway in the body? Where would you place your attention on your next bet, basically, if you were to invest in your longevity? Measurements.
I think what gets measured gets done. I want to spend time educating this. First, you have to figure out what your biological age is, right? Then you know where you stand. Till you know where you stand, how will you work upon it? And, Morgan Levine writes very beautifully in her book, True Age. And she says that one biological age will not tell you. So when I do an inner age test, say with Insight Tracker, for example, and it gives me my biological age, it has taken all parameters to come to. But my heart probably could have aged more. My skin could have aged even more. My liver could have a different biological age. And I think over the next 12 to 24 months, we will move from a single biological age to multiple biological age. So biological age of your brain. Today I have a 7 o'clock call with a scientist out of US in Silicon Valley. He's an Indian, Sean Patel, where he's doing a lot of work. How do you measure what's your biological age of your brain? What is the biological age of your eyes? So I'm betting a lot more on variables. I think it's the med tech world and the prevention side is, in my way, I would want to bet very big on that.
It makes a lot of sense. I can't imagine even more dangerous you with all your dangerous organs.
I hope to. I write in my MTP, I say, is to make people live 100 plus, but younger, disease free. And I write very jokingly, I just don't want to be there for my granddaughter's wedding. I want to dance at her wedding. So yes.
I was just going to ask you, what does dangerous look like at 100 years old for you personally?
It should give me the energy of an 80-year-old. At 100, I don't want to feel 100. So Dr. David Sinclair's dad is now 84 or 85. He runs 5 miles a day. He parties. Dr. David Sinclair says he parties even harder than him. He goes and does these wild treks.
Wow.
So he has a body of a 60-year-old. So when I am 100, I wish and I hope and I'm working towards having a body of a 80-year-old.
If what you've heard on Flow Research Collective Radio has been helpful, please consider doing us a solid and leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you are listening to this. Reviews help us connect to a wider audience so we can get these peak performance principles out to more people.